on this. Okay. Okay. Welcome. We're so happy that you joined us tonight. We know it's hard to, even get away for a half hour. So we're very honored. Thank you. We thought it would be fun to come together to hear not only how other customers have benefited from Juice Plus, but also their favorite products. So with that in mind, let's kick it off. Naya, would you introduce your customer, Dr. Nicole Jackson?
Yes, absolutely. Dr. Nicole Jackson is a native New Orleanian. She graduated from McMain Magnet School, where we met. And then she went on to Loyola to study English and creative writing. After earning her BS in English from Loyola, she went to Meharry School of Dentistry, where she earned her DDS. Following that, she enlisted in the U.S. Air Force to practice her craft. This is where she met her forever love, Christopher Jackson. They've been married for almost 17 years, and they have 3 beautiful children, Amaya, Elijah, and Carter. Currently, Dr. Jackson and her family, known as the Jackson Five, resides in Covington, Louisiana. She's the owner and lead dentist at Affordable Dentures and Implants. And of all the titles she wears, the one that I love to call her is friend. Please help me welcome my friend of over 30 years, Dr. Nicole Jackson. She will share her experience with using the fruit and veggie capsule.
Wow, what a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much, Naya. I really appreciate that. I need to get some tissue so I can definitely hold in the emotions here. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Naya. To me, a real friend is someone who cares about your longevity, not just friendship for now, but friendship for life. And I was not looking for any health or wellness products or anything in that arena, but Naya called me, and if Naya calls me, more than likely I'm going to support it. So I could tell her passion and everything, and so I decided to give it a try with the fruit, veggies, berries, and the omega-3 supplements. At the time when she called and told me about it, I was doing a lot of smoothies, so I got in on a call where she and a couple of other ladies were talking about how they use their supplements, and many of them were saying how they open the capsules up and put them into their smoothies. So that was perfect for me. Well, life gets hectic and I don't always get up early enough in the mornings to make my smoothies. So I got used to now what I'm doing is just taking them in with water in the morning. Having such a busy life, running a business, being responsible for 10 other people outside of my home, having to take care of my kids and, all their numerous activities throughout the day, it's hard for me to maintain a well-balanced diet. So having the supplements have been amazing for me. And I tell you what, I'm very, very hard pressed to take any kind of medication or which is why my prayer has been that I don't have to be dependent on medication in my late 40s. But I found that the Juice Plus products have given me so much energy. I mean, beyond anything I've ever done before. I don't drink coffee in the morning anymore because I don't need it. I have the energy from the supplement. So it's been amazing. One of the biggest things that I think that where I've seen an improvement in my health is, like Naya said, I just moved to Covington, Louisiana. I lived in Georgia for a while, Middle Georgia. So for 2 years, I've been here now and been putting off scheduling my annual exam. Well, I finally went and got my annual exam done where I got all my lab work done and all the panels taken and testing done. Everything from the top to bottom tested out in the perfect level. And it's not because I've done a whole lot, because I don't have the time to work out. I don't have the time to eat the foods that I need to eat. But I attribute that wholeheartedly, 100% to Juice Plus products. So I didn't even tell you that, Naya, but I'm very, very thankful for you including me on this health journey.
Wow, thank you so much. That is, you re-inspire me. I've been on this for so long myself.
Yeah.
Now I would like to introduce my customer, Marlena Jones. Let me read you Marlena's bio. Marlena lives with her husband, Bob, in their two favorite places, Wilmington, Delaware, and Chandler, Arizona. Her husband has two grown children, and Marlena is happy to be mom, and Mima to the grands and great-grands. Marlena has a long career in the chemical industry, having been a research chemist, technical service representative, and a marketing and sales manager. Now retired, she has found passion in empowering people to take full charge of their health and wealth. She is all about health and loves using her background in chemistry to be of service while being a change agent for her community. She has great concern for the environment, and the way Juice Plus is produced aligns well with her values. She loves dance and yoga and is living her best life at 73. I don't know about that. She looks too young for 73, but okay. Marlena is excited to share the story of how Juice Plus was a game changer for her and her family in so many ways. Now, Marlena is on all the products, but when I asked her what was her one favorite product, she told me that she loves the berry capsules and the chewables in particular. Marlena?
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Ro, for asking me to be on this call tonight. And yes, you said it. I love the berries, the chewables, and the capsules. So I was already on the fruit and veggie capsules when the company actually decided that they wanted to add another layer of protection by adding the berries to the mix, because the fruit and the veggies have a great variety of fruits and vegetables, but there really weren't too many grapes and berries. So this particular blend was made to help with cardiovascular health. And since I do have some cardiovascular issues in my family, I decided to go ahead and add that to my regimen. So I started with the capsules, and I really feel like that they have helped me to regulate my blood pressure. Because it does tend to run on the high side. And so I've been able to stabilize it. And I attribute that to the berry capsules. So I take those every day, but what I really love are the gummies. And I love them because they're just like a sweet treat that I keep the bag right on my kitchen counter, and I go in there, and whenever I just have this little urge for something sweet, I grab some of those berry chewables, and they satiate my sweet tooth, and I know I'm getting something really healthy. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate hearing from you. Kiana, would you now introduce your customer, T? I heard that she really likes the complete.
Thank you, Ro. It's my honor to introduce my lifelong supporter and incredible travel advisor, T. Alexander. When T is not helping families to create memories by turning their bucket list dreams into a reality, she's also a safety coach where she empowers others to protect themselves and their families. She educates them on the best ways to use their protection tools, and she equips them with it. She's also a 5-year-long customer with the Healthy Living Revolution, where she lives life to the plus, she loves what she's doing, and she's going to share that with you now. T?
Thank you, Kiana, for that introduction. And yes, as Rose said, my favorite product of Juice Plus is the complete milkshake. It comes in Dutch chocolate, but my favorite is the vanilla. When I talk about this product, I have four main words that I use. One is meal, the other one is easy, versatile, and affordable. So Vanilla Complete is low calorie, high fiber, gluten-free, and vegan friendly. It has 13 grams of plant-based protein. Some of the ingredients include broccoli, radish, alfalfa, chickpea, quinoa, and rice protein. That's just some of the many ingredients. So with those and the other heart-healthy ingredients, one packet is a complete meal. It's also an easy meal to prepare. I make smoothies with this packet. I use plant-based milk, like almond milk or cashew milk. Sometimes I'll use juice, or sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just use water, put it in my cup and shake it up and drink it. I will add, when I'm not on the run using the water and I'm actually making a smoothie, I'll use fruit or vegetable. My favorite smoothie to make is banana with cinnamon, or I'll make a blueberry and spinach smoothie. In addition to adding fruits and vegetables, sometimes I'll even add more protein like peanut butter. So, oh, and also in addition to that, sometimes I'll put it in the freezer, which is great because when I'm running out, I'll just grab it out the freezer and then it will stay cold longer while I'm on the run. Vanilla Complete is also versatile. My favorite breakfast food is pancakes, and you can take this packet and make pancakes with it. One of the ingredients to the pancake recipe is bananas. So sometimes I'll end up adding a little bit too much bananas. So then it goes from being just a pancake to a sweet dessert. And then I can eat it without feeling guilty about adding calories or even extra sugars and fats. And also another way that this is versatile is that you can use either the vanilla or the chocolate complete shake to make energy bites. And if you don't know about the free recipes, then ask your healthy living partner and they'll get them to you. One more thing, since I'm holding this up. The one great thing about this little packet is just that, the size. I can take this packet, put it in my purse. I can travel with it, since Kiana mentioned I'm a travel advisor. I put it in my carry-on. I also keep one in my vehicle, which is great, so that when I'm running around, you know, appointments or whatever, and I'm hungry, I don't stop at fast food or someplace and eat empty calories. I can pull my packet out, make a quick shake and drink it. And so getting to the affordable part, everything that I mentioned, you can have for less than $3 a day, which again, makes this a very affordable option for me with my busy schedule. Now, as far as the wonderful health benefits that I have experienced since taking this product for the last almost 5 years, I have arthritis in my knee. So I've had a lot less aches in my knee. I have seasonal allergies, which have also lessened. They're not, you know, as a matter of fact, there are people around me where their allergies are acting up, and I just look at them like, really? Because I don't feel that anymore. My migraines have subsided, and also since this item is a low glycemic product, it helps to not raise my insulin levels. And lastly, I have not been to the doctor for a sick visit since 2018. So those are all the things I wanted to share about my favorite product, the Vanilla Complete Shake Mix from Juice Plus. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, T, for sharing all that and showing us the different ways that we can use the Complete. A lot of times people know that we can make shakes, but they didn't know, you know, the other things that you shared with us tonight. And I'm so happy to hear all the health benefits that you share too. Let's go to Nellie. Nellie, would you introduce your customer, Jennifer?
Jillian.
Jillian, I'm sorry.
It's
Jillian,
okay.
and I said I wouldn't mess that up. Jillian.
Yes, Jillian and I met Jillian at the gym where we work, and Jillian Peters is a fitness instructor who teaches various formats like Zumba, aqua fitness, and kickboxing. She's an avid and graceful ballerina and dancer since the age of 12. She also sells insurance for a living and is an Arbonne representative. There's the competition, girls. This girl is unstoppable, really. Nowadays, she is filming a small role in Philadelphia for a movie coming out soon. And Jillian, I will hand it over to you, and welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Nellie. I know everybody's probably wondering what the small role is. It really was just like background work for the movie Hustle. And I did get to meet Adam Sandler, but it's not really that big of a deal. So, but anyway, thank you. Yeah, so I've been a fitness instructor for, I think, going on 7 years now, but I've been a dancer since I was 12. So well over 15, or I would actually say 17 years now at this point. And the supplement that I take is the Juice Plus Omega Blend, this guy right here. And Nellie recommended that to me a while back ago. I've been taking it for about 6 months now. And she recommended it to me because at the time, I wanted a supplement that would help with, hair, skin, and nails. But this supplement, since I've been taking it, has helped me with a multitude of things and issues that I've had struggled with for a while. So one of my goals in the past year is to gain more flexibility. And since I've been taking this product, I definitely have noticed an improvement in my stretching and joint discomfort or stiffness. Like I definitely have less pain in my knees and in my right shoulder. Like I've had like an injury like over 10 years ago, but sometimes, like when you have an old injury, it acts up every once in a while. I haven't experienced that since I've been taking this. It's really been a great lubricant for my joints. So I'd recommend it to anybody who might be suffering from arthritic discomfort. I'm a big believer of adding those fats to your diet to help lubricate your joints. And that's really one way that it's really helped me, is not just with the flexibility, but also it definitely does help with growing your hair and your nails. And my skin is definitely looking much more youthful. And just to show you, to give you an example, I don't know if you guys can see, but look at those nails. Those are my nails. That right there, that's actual growth. That's not fake nails. Those are my nails. And I attribute it to that. I have to cut these suckers like every 2 weeks, man. Like, but it's a good problem. That's a good problem to have to cut your nails every 2 weeks, because I know most ladies have to go to the nail salon to get that kind of length. But I'm telling you, if you take those, you'll probably have the same issues that I do. And then the third thing that I definitely have noticed, and this is probably one of the most major things, is Nellie, she's known me for a while, and she's known that time of the month for me has always been very treacherous. I think for most ladies, we know that time of the month, we just dread it because it can be extremely painful. But I did do a little bit of research about the taking like omega-3s and 6s and different complexes and adding fatty acids into your diet, and how that can help with women's health. And I really think that since taking it, I've only noticed it in the past like 3 months, because I do think it takes a little bit of time for it to build up in your body. But the past 3 months have probably been the easiest months in my menstrual cycle ever. And I think it's because I've been taking the complex blend religiously every day. Sometimes I even take 3 capsules. It recommends 2 capsules a day, but some days I do take 3, and I think that that's okay. So I think that might be the reason why. And so if you have any girls, teenagers kind of starting out and going through that, and they're complaining about really horrible cramps at that time of the month, put them on this. And I think they'll start to see a difference within like 3 to 4 months. And you don't have to, put them on birth controls if you're not comfortable with that, or you don't have to do any of those extreme type of, this is definitely a more holistic way to help manage that time of the month for young girls just starting out. So would highly recommend it.
Thank you, Jillian. I really appreciate that. You know, I experience a lot of the benefits that you shared with us tonight, except for one. Can you guess? I'm 64. And so I'm glad that you brought that to our attention. I had no idea. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, I'd like to now go to introduce another one of my customers, Elsie Gould. Elsie Gould Matthews is a graduate of Camden County College with a degree in marketing. She resides in Pennsauken, New Jersey. She's a wife, a mom of 3 girls. Elsie is also a grandma of 3, and she loves to stay active. In her spare time, Elsie likes to run races with friends and has completed more than 50 5Ks, including 4 half marathons. Elsie loves yoga, aerial yoga, biking, and traveling. She's a certified health coach and a health and wellness advocate. Elsie is a phenomenal person, shall I just say that, okay? Now, when I asked Elsie what product that she loves the most, because she's also on all of our products, she told me the bars. Elsie, you want to tell us why?
Sure, Ro. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I do love all of the Juice Plus products, but this one is one of my favorites, the Juice Plus protein bars. And they actually come in chocolate and tart cherry. My favorite is actually the chocolate ones. You know, what lady doesn't love chocolate? I think some of us are all chocoholics, but this is a good way to enjoy your chocolate. So let me just tell you about some of the goodness that is in here. So it has pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower. And so with all those seeds, you have 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. So a lot of goodness in here. And then what I also love about it, especially for the chocolate ones, if you want to make it into a meal, you can spread a little peanut butter on it, or your favorite nut butter. Almond butter would work as well too. And you could grab a banana and put on the top. So I travel a lot, and I really don't like the breakfast that most of the hotels, all that free breakfast is full of gluten, which doesn't agree with me. So all that, those pancakes and breads and all that stuff, I rather just grab some fruit off of the bar, off the breakfast bar, and enjoy one of my delicious bars. These also have all natural sugars in here, organic cane sugar, honey, and stevia. And so one of the reasons why I actually love the bars so much is, one, as I said, I travel a lot, so they're great for on the go. I can throw them in my purse or my bag. And also when I was doing more running pre-COVID, running all those races, this is what I would carry in my little fanny pack to sustain me on those long runs, especially those half marathons. So those are some of the reasons why I love the bars so much. Thank you for letting me share.
Well, now I know why you're so energized, like an energized bunny, because you're eating those bars. Good for you. And last but not least, Marilyn, would you introduce your customer, Bob, to talk about his favorite product?
Thank you, Ro. It's my pleasure to introduce Bob Older. Bob is the founder and the president of our Delaware Small Business Chamber. He's a true champion of local businesses. He also owns Creative Travel, so he can help with your travel plans. Bob loves to cook. In fact, he's a professional, having cooked for a restaurant and catering company. And he also had his own cooking show on cable TV and 2 local radio stations. So he has a 29-year-old daughter. And love, Bob, if you would tell us why you love your tower garden, almost as much as your daughter.
Well, thank you. You didn't tell me I have to talk about my time of the month, though. No, I'm kidding.
No, you don't. You can skip that.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't have to go there. Anyway, you know, it's funny. I'm a foodie. I enjoy good food. I've traveled worldwide. And part of what I do when I travel is taste food and go to kitchens and talk to chefs and that. And with Tower Garden, you know, a few years ago, I started to grow my own vegetables. and, like everybody else, did it in dirt. And, you're limited on what you can do. So a few years ago, I purchased the Tower Garden, and, my neighbors don't like me 5 months a year because when I have the lights on, it glows my neighborhood and it kind of looks like aliens coming out of my kitchen and dining room area, but it's okay. I shut them off at 9:30 at night, so it doesn't keep my old neighbors up at night. But but it's interesting because I like to challenge things that I'm told I can't do, and Marilyn kind of knows this. And I remember when I first got it, I was told I can't grow cucumbers and I can't grow tomatoes inside. Well, I've done both, so I've been really interesting. Now the tomatoes were a trick this year. So the tomatoes started to grow. I grew them late, but I had to move it outside in the spring for the actual tomatoes to appear. So I was just way ahead of the game. So I started the process in late winter, and then by the time spring came along, I moved it outside, and then all of a sudden I got tomatoes galore. Cucumbers actually did well, though. They were smaller, but they did well, so I was able to do that. But I've grown peppers and herbs and a whole bunch of different things, and the peppers are great. And I've had Brussels sprouts, and I've had squashes, and I've had all kinds of stuff that I've grown in my Tower Garden. But I figured out a trick that I start up high, and I let the vine things come down, even though I'm told to do the opposite. But I let it go high, and then I let it go down onto the round part, and then it goes from there. But I use that height to grow the vine. So it's actually been a lot of fun. I like fresh foods, and I've been making a little bit of juices with some of them, and I've been making a lot of products. And with the tomatoes and the cucumbers, I made a gazpacho last year, and so I'm always looking at new ways to use it. But as a foodie, it's nice to be able to go into my Tower Garden all year long now, and make things. Now, I'm going to be blunt and honest, and Marilyn's probably going to get mad at me for saying this, but she's also trying to thank me. I've learned by trial and error not to change the Tower Garden policy and product, because I have tried other ways and it doesn't work. And I've tried different things, and I've tried to do things on my own, thinking that I knew better because I've been doing this for a while, and I'm an old man and can't teach an old man new tricks. But you can with me, unfortunately. But the Tower Garden system works when you do it the way they designed it, with their fertilizer and their nutrients and all that, because I played a little game and I tried an experiment and I tried it. It didn't work. Nothing grew when I used another product. And when I went back to the other one, and it's a great thing because it does last a long time. Those bottles, I gave a hard time to Marilyn, and I know before they changed it, but it does work. And if you follow the plan, you follow the program, you get some great produce. And I grew celery last year for the first time. I did strawberries, thanks to Marilyn, who strawberries and I don't get along for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. But I've killed more strawberry plants. But this year I actually have 2 that are growing and still growing. But I've grown all kinds of different things that I don't think a lot of people realize you can with the Tower Garden, and have it all year long. It's been a godsend for me. So I'm really proud of it and happy with it. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Bob. I've had a Tower Garden for 7-8 years, and you taught me some tips that I didn't know. So thank you for sharing your experience with us and why you love your Tower Garden.
Thank you.
In closing, we hope you've gained some insight and some inspiration from what we shared tonight. If you saw a product that you do not take, or you heard about a product that you do not take but would be interested in adding to your diet, reach out to your representative. They can give you more information or get you started with that new wholesome product that will only enhance your health even more. I'm so excited about our movement, our mission, and our noble work. We have a lot of people that sign up to be customers, but also to be partners with us in getting the word out about what we have. Matter of fact, the last 2 months we've experienced a 70 to 75% increase in our Juice Plus and our Tower Garden sales. There's never been a better time to have residual income, a retirement plan that is really important for people as they get older. You want to have something tucked away for that unexpected happenings like recently what we're in, right? I mean, and also think about Christmas and Hanukkah coming up. And of course, helping those that love to have options in their life, be prepared for the best years, and also for those rainy days that we're all going to have in our lives. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful Tuesday night, and get back to the person that invited you to the call. And we thank you once again. So you can open up your lines and we'll say goodnight.